Okay, so there's been some problems with scheduling meetings and having them shared all over the place. And I've found something that works really well for me, and I thought I would share this with you. Now, what I've been doing is setting up Outlook groups or manually inviting students to meetings so that it only shows up on their calendar. And the way that I do that is within Outlook. I don't use the Teams function right now. I find Outlook's a little bit easier to do. So if you click on your calendar down here, and for example, I'll just show you what I did today. This morning, I decided to teach five lessons to certain groups of students. And so I set up meetings and invited only those students to those meetings so that it would pop up on their screen when it was time. And what happened was it worked really, really well. I was super impressed with it. So, for example, what I could do is, let's say I wanted to do a meeting. I'm going to set one up for tomorrow. So if I go to the 17th, I'm going to set up a handwriting meeting for my whole class at 9 o'clock to 9:15. Okay. Now I'm going to click up here on Teams meeting, and it's going to pop up with a link. So now the actual meeting has been created. I haven't sent it out yet, but it's there. So now I'm going to name it handwriting. Okay. Now here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to invite 5 students, and I only want this meeting calendar or this meeting invite or schedule to show up on their calendar only. And I did some tests yesterday to make sure that it didn't show up on anybody else in my team's calendar. And Shannon didn't get it, Jazz didn't get it, so this works. And so I'm going to manually invite, I'm going to invite Hazel. I'm going to invite Tate. I'm going to invite, let's see who else, Madeline and Josie. Okay. Now, when I send this invite out, it will pop up on their calendar and only their calendars. Now, I'm not actually going to send it because then I'll have to delete it tomorrow. But here's something else you can do. If you have an Outlook group already made, similar to what you might send to your parents, your families, when you do like your Monday letter, you can do that with students as well. So I've created a 2020-21 student list, which is just all my students. Okay, so if I have a whole class meeting, I send it just to my students, and it doesn't show up on anybody else's calendar except theirs. So if you look, my group is just all my students. Now, like I said, what I found is that this eliminates the sharing of meetings to anybody else's calendar. I don't know exactly why it's getting shared to everybody's. Maybe if you're inviting your entire team, then everybody on the team gets it, I'm assuming. But the workaround I have right now is to do it like this. If you have questions, if you need help setting up your contact lists or anything like that, do a live video chat with me. Stop by if I'm not busy. Send me an email, and I'll set up a time to help you. Okay, thanks, guys.